Hi, welcome to Murder Beards Gaming episode 12. I don't know why I did this, but 12. But
Put a
we're
1 next to it. 1 and 2.
12. 12. And we're going to be talking about, I don't know, a few games and whatnot. I don't know if you want to start this off, Jarrett, with that game you've been talking about.
The game I've been talking about. Phantasy Star Online 2. Which I'm actually playing it right now. So, to explain what Phantasy Star is for people who don't know, it is a long line of Japanese RPG games, but the thing that makes them different from most RPGs is instead of a medieval setting, which many RPGs have, it has a futuristic space type setting with aliens and futuristic laser weapons and laser swords. And that's what makes it a little bit different from most other RPGs in the JRPG genre.
Is it MMO?
It is like an MMO. The original ones were just single-player storyline-driven games, but the newer ones with the Dreamcast and the GameCube is when they started making them MMO-style. You play online, and there's like a hub with a bunch of people, and you can team up and group up, and then you go into instanced levels and battle. But the thing about the battling, it's all real time. Sorry, Joel. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, think of like Guild Wars, the original Guild Wars. That's how the instant system's set up.
Yeah, it's kind of like the original Guild Wars for sure.
Or how Destiny is set up currently?
Or how that it's all. Yeah, you go into instances with your team.
But I mean, that doesn't really degrade at all from the gameplay because the way the game is built, it's built to be played like that. It's not really built to be, where you go into a level with 100 people. Because if you went into a level with 100 people, it'd just be like too much fucking chaos. You wouldn't be able to focus on what's going on. Inappropriate laughter. I don't know what that was about. What already?
I don't know. I felt like it was needed at the end of that. I don't know. So, but I know a lot of people that play MMOs. I mean, have a thing about the camera. Is it third person, first person? Is it
It's
both?
third person. It's third person.
So there's no option for first person?
No, I don't think you can play in first person. But the are you airing out your armpits over there?
Yeah, buddy.
If you crash, Joel, I swear, I'm not liable for this. If this video is used in the court of law,
We use it for trailer. I don't know.
You can switch between a traditional free camera mode and switch to a third-person aiming mode. So you can play traditional RPG style where you walk up and hit your attack and you attack, or you can actually go into aiming mode, which is really helpful if you're using magic or guns, projectile weapons, and you can actually aim the gun as you're playing a shooter game. So it almost feels like it has more of a shooter aspect, kind of like Firefall. Firefall has that, but Firefall has...
I would say Firefall is first person as well.
Yeah. I was just gonna say you can have first person. This game would be kind of cool in first person, but I don't know. The style and presentation, to me, it doesn't feel like I need to have first person. It feels fine to me playing in third person. That's just me, though.
This is a free-to-play game, right?
Yes, and it's only available in Asia. To play it, you have to download a VPN tweaker program that connects you to Japanese servers. Because technically you're not supposed to be able to play this game unless you live in Asia.
Okay, so would you say it's like most free-to-play where it's actually pay-to-win?
No. A lot of the stuff you can do just from playing the game. They made games before the whole pay-to-win stuff even existed. They had online games that were Phantasy Star, so they know how to make a game without having any of those elements. Yeah, there's stuff you can buy, but it seems mostly cosmetic. I haven't needed to buy anything, and I've been playing the game just fine though.
What is it like? How's the questing? Is the questing like normal, basic? Go kill 10 boars and take their husks and give them back.
It is kind of, but it's heavily focused on boss battles. So a lot of levels, you'll have a giant boss to fight at the end that has like 500,000 HP, and you have to have 4 people with really badass weapons to take it down, and it takes like 20 minutes to kill the thing.
So it's like Terra, kind of.
I only played Terra for the first few levels and never got into the boss battles, but yeah, if it had boss battles, then yeah, I guess it would be like that.
Well, like each map had like its own like dungeon thing, and you had to like go and kill it in order to get to the next area or some shit like that. It's like part of the main storyline thing.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like you're playing an MMO. This feels like you're playing an action game that you would have played on PlayStation 2 or, you know, GameCube or something back in the day. It feels more like that type of game.
So how did you find this game?
I used to play Phantasy Star Universe on the Xbox 360 for several years, and that you had to pay a subscription to play, but it was the same exact concept. Pretty much down to the T, everything was pretty much the same. This one's expanded on the graphics, and you know there's more content, but that was the same exact thing on Xbox 360, and I played that and paid a monthly fee for probably about a year, and then I gave up paying the fee because I just hate paying monthly fee for games. But I used to play a lot of that, so that's what drew me into wanting this. And it was supposed to come out in the U.S. 2 years ago, and it's been out in Japan, but it still hasn't come out in the U.S. Sega keeps saying, yeah, it's going to come out, but they keep delaying it. So people are resorting to downloading the Japanese one and just playing the Japanese one because that's all they got.
Isn't there a game for like an MMO coming out for Dragon Ball Z Extroverse or something like that? Exoverse or something?
I know there was at least one GBZ MMO that's already been out, but I think it was only, again, available in Japan, but people could, you know, bypass the system and play it in America if they downloaded the right programs. But I haven't heard about any new ones. That would definitely be fucking cool. I would play a DBZ MMO for sure.
Oh yeah, just beams of shit everywhere.
Especially if you could do like battles, you know, where you knock someone up to the sky and you fight in the sky and then knock them back down onto the ground. Like shit like that would be fucking sick.
That'd be
Like,
so fucking random. You're just walking around and then all of a sudden there's just this battle going on in the middle of the sky. That'd be so
someone
crazy.
just walks up and punches you like 600 feet into the air. You're like, what the fuck? What's going on? I guess we're fighting now.
Yeah, let's do this shit. And everybody's just like screaming and powering up. Ah!
Shooting fucking energy balls at each other. Good shit.
I don't know, I thought I saw rumors of it. I'm actually on the Wikipedia. It looks like it's going to be released for the PS3, the PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and I'm assuming Windows in 2015.
Is it free to play? Pay to play? What is it? Or does it not specify?
It's not saying that right now. I don't think they have that information. But I definitely want to play it, seeing as how I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I don't know, I saw trailers on it, and it looks like you could be able to create your own character, obviously. And
The only thing that would hold me back from playing that is if there's a subscription. Huh?
What, Joel? What? What, Joel? Eh? Yeah.
I play it sick.
What?
Best podcast ever.
Anyways.
I'm on the road. On the road again. To all the viewers, I'm on the road. Mike Perth, I love you.
Can we just tag him in every video?
It's his birthright.
The Perth right.
I do every time. I don't give a shit. It's Mike Perth. If we mention the Perth right,
It's the Perth right.
Oh,
it's getting dark, guys. Dark outside.
I know, I can barely see you. And all I see is like a sun in your back window.
That's a fucking cards.
Oh, it looks like the sun.
Cards.
Oh. Well, it looks like the sun.
This shit. I don't have to translate my fucking video.
Okay,
Unless you want to know
anyways.
what's going on in front of me. Dash cam style.
Your connection will probably be more stable without video feed.
It will.
Anyways,
I'd play that shit. Hey, don't skip me. Hey, I'd play that shit.
Joel, let's hear. Yeah, we haven't heard much from Joel. Let's hear your input, Joel.
I'd play Dragon Ball Z. I'd be like a little fucking tiny Piccolo. Like a pickle if I could be. Fight people with my pickle.
Do you guys think that you're more interested in a DBZ game because you were already a fan of DBZ?
Well, I'm not necessarily a fan.
Well, you don't hate DBZ, do you? I mean, you like it enough to play a game that's DBZ, right?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, like if they did it, I don't know, it'd be weird because they wouldn't be able to make a traditional MMO style because that'd be like too stiff. It'd be kind of stupid, really. Because like I don't know, they could do instance battles.
I think if they made it like action MMO, it'd be awesome.
how would that be stupid?
Like a traditional MMO?
Yeah.
Would you really want to play in the Dragon Ball Z universe and click a button to do like a basic attack?
Well, no. I'm asking. Anyways. No, I guess you didn't want to respond to that.
Damn it! I'm back! I skipped towers. What's up?
I was saying, it's not that I would want a basic attack, I was just asking. Because, I mean, obviously,
No, that's what I'm saying.
they would have, honestly, there would be basic attacks.
It would be much better as, like, I actually see, I don't know. I just don't know. It might make a good MOBA similar to Smite.
I don't see it being a good MOBA.
Similar to Smite? Why not?
Interesting.
Because there's too much. I mean, because if it's about customizing your character, then
It should just stay in RPG.
I like
I
your
don't know how
insight.
they would pull off it.
I don't understand what's going on.
No, I hear.
What's the
Anyways, when Joel eventually comes back onto a good tower, we'll go back to Joel. I want to talk about a game.
I'm back. I'm here. Don't tell me I hear you, son of a bitch.
Well, when you're
Anyways, go on. Go on. It's hot here. Fuck sweat.
Dragon Ball Z could not be a MOBA.
It couldn't be an MMO.
I cast my vote for action MMO. They could do it, I think, if they make it like an action MMO style game.
How could it not be an MMO? I see it being more of an MMO than a MOBA. Because, I mean...
I agree with you, but I still don't think it'd be a good MMO.
I think what Joel's trying to say is it shouldn't be...
Because, like, in Dragon Ball Z, you should be playing as, like, the heroes, not...
Well, then it would be a greater game to make it an MMO, because then if you can create your character to be evil, to have two different factions, that would be even better.
I don't know. I just don't know how they pull off the action appropriately.
Well, like Jared said, it could just be random instance that you join upon.
They could. I don't know. That would be a really tough one for them to nail down and make everybody be like, wow, this is amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of DBZ fans are like expecting a lot. I mean, even just for the customization, just because it's going to be a completely custom character. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to be Goku, I'm going to be Piccolo, or somebody. Or Yamcha, even though Yamcha's useless. I mean, it's going to be, you're going to build your character the way you want. So I mean, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't have separate factions.
You'll be your own alien.
Exactly, your own hero or villain if you must. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't do that. I mean, because then you can, go into like Broly's story or Frieza's or Cell or the androids. It's even though Android 18 and 16 became good or whatever, yeah.
They did the fighting games right, so I think if they take inspiration from the fighting games and combine that into an MMO, so like when you're fighting it feels fast-paced, I think that'd be an awesome fucking DBZ game.
Oh yeah, the fighting style, I mean, at the beginning it might not be fast-paced, maybe, I don't know. But it would have to be fast-paced, just because that's all that series ever was fast-paced fighting.
It would be weird to play a DBZ battle where you're like, you attack, and then they attack, and then you attack. Like, that'd be fucking weird. It needs to be fluid and all one experience, if that makes sense. Real-time battle.
Oh, I completely agree with you, because the series itself was intense. The fighting games were intense. The MMO would have to be intense. It would have to be.
You'd have to have some balances if you're in PvP. Because, you could walk up and be, the super strong character, and then just, keep on punching this guy into the ground until he dies. I mean, you wouldn't be able to...
Punch him through the earth into the other side. He comes out.
Well, there would probably have to be some sort of parry system.
Yeah.
What? Did we lose Joel again?
I don't know.
I don't know what happened to Joel. Joel, are you there?
They could do it Guild Wars style, where most everything's co-op, and the only time you're PvPing it scales you to be the same level.
But even when you're scaled, you still have level bonus.
Yeah, you still have disadvantages, but it's a little bit more fair versus, being a level 10 character fighting a flat-out level 70 character. You'd just be fucked. But at least if you're scaled up, you're still going to get your ass kicked, but at least you have a little bit of a chance.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. This game's going to be interesting. I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm excited to play it because I'm a DBZ fan. And that's the only thing I can really say about that. I mean...
It's legit.
It's Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I watched every single episode and every single movie.
If it comes out and it's free, I'll definitely play it with you. If it comes out and you have to buy it, I'll probably get it if it's good. But if it comes out and you have to pay a monthly fee, I'm probably not going to get it.
That's the same with me. I'm not big on subscription fees at all. So if it has a subscription fee, then I'll be sad, but I'm not going to play it.
Things usually go free to play eventually, too, it seems like nowadays.
Yeah, like that game I was talking to you about earlier. What is it called? Fallen Earth used to be a subscription game, and now it's free to play on Steam.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks cool. Post-apocalyptic.
It's been free on Steam for at least 2 years, I think.
From what I saw, it came out in 2009 or 2010, and it didn't do that well, but it was a subscription game at the time, but now it's free to play. Which
have you played Defiance? That's free to play now. That game's pretty cool.
I was looking into that game, and I've been interested since I've heard about it since it first came out, and I have yet to play it.
I paid $60 for that game, and then like 6 months later, it went free to play. I was like, God damn it, fuck you.
You know how many games you could buy on Steam for $60?
I know. I was had. That's what happened.
So Gauntlet was released later or earlier, well, last week, technically on the 23rd. I've been wanting to buy it and play it. I know you played it for like an hour.
It's very reminiscent of the old school Diablo, like the 1980s Diablo. But it's fun, and I think if I played it with a group of people, I think it'd be really fucking fun. But just playing it alone wasn't that fun.
I think that had to be like one of my favorite all-time like couch co-op games, like of all time. Like it was the best.
You played the GameCube or Xbox ones?
Yeah, I played both.
Those ones were pretty cool. They're like more like upgraded gauntlets because the original gauntlet was just so simple. The newer ones had more shit and more depth to the maps and stuff you could do. Those ones were pretty fun. I remember playing those back in the day with like 3 other people, just sitting on a couch, fucking someone's a necromancer or whatever, casting spells, and someone's a dude with a sword just chopping zombies up, and shit was hella fun.
Yeah, it's Joel. Welcome back. We're talking about Gauntlet, by the way.
Gauntlet!
Because it was released on the 23rd, and I have yet to have bought it, which I should.
Yeah, you should.
It was like one of my childhood games. Like, that game was the shit. Absolutely.
Too, isn't it?
What?
So it's only $20 too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cheaper game. I mean, it's only a remastered game, so it's not like it's a new game. It's just re-released and remastered.
It's not the same as the original, though. I mean, it is heavily influenced, but I think the levels and the maps and the things that you can do, they didn't have those in the original one.
Really?
You can like equip, different types of gear, and you can unlock different skills, and there's more things that you couldn't do in the original ones.
Does the armor and actually shit you and equip actually enhance your character?
I do not know if it changes your stats. It's a very good question. I believe it's just cosmetic, so that kind of sucks. But actually, you know what? There are weapons that changes your stats, because I got a bow for one of my guys as pre-ordering the game, and I think it increased my damage by like 2 points or some shit. So I think some of them do actually change your stats. It might just be weapons, though. I don't know.
How many characters did you play?
When you start the game, you have to play all of them for the tutorial. So I played all 4 characters.
Who's your favorite?
I like the elf because I like using a bow. It's simple. My least favorite was the wizard because it's like you have to do all these weird keyboard mouse combinations to cast different spells. Kind of like Magicka.
Oh.
But there was like 10 different ones, and I couldn't remember all that shit.
I think the mage and the warrior were my favorite at one point. I'm gonna buy a Gauntlet right now, actually.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm down to play it, man. It's a good game. I think it's worth the money. Like I said, it's just one of those games that it's made to be played with other people. If you play it by yourself, it's gonna be kind of boring.
I like Magicka.
It's fun until everybody starts blowing me up, and then I get pissed off.
Have you guys played Magicka Wars?
No.
It's a free-to-play game. It's like the sequel to Magicka, but you can play online PvP battles, like 4 versus 4 teams and shit. It's fucking sick, dude. You guys should download that shit. It's free. It's free.
I got that too.
Sorry, Joel.
Magicka Wars?
Oh no, I mean laugh. Fuck you, Cody.
What? What?
What?
What?
What is happening?
What the hell are you doing right on your computer? You're not talking?
I am buying Magic, fuck, I'm buying Gauntlet. What? Fuck
So, games. What did everybody play this weekend?
you. Nothing.
Phantasy Star.
Oh no, I played a little bit of Firefall. And I played a little bit of Guild Wars 2, because that's my fix. And I think that's all I really played. What about you, Joel?
See the new god that they're in?
What? I don't know what you're saying.
He said, "Did you see the new something?" But I didn't hear what the something was.
I didn't hear what he said either. Well, that kind of threw me through a loop. Well, I bought Gauntlet, so now I'm downloading it, and I'm going to install it and play it tonight.
Sweet.
Oh shit, I forgot to do some stuff. But anyways, no, but anyway, I wanted to talk about Fallen Earth. I mean, besides the normal questing, what was your thoughts on that game?
Me?
Yeah. When did you play it?
I played it like 2 years ago. And then I think I played it again like a year ago. I played it when it first went free, and then I played it like a year later. So I'm pretty sure it was in that order. Damn it, Joel! No! For me, it wasn't my type of game, but that doesn't mean it won't be your type of game. You might like it. I'd say give it a shot, try it out, see what you think.
Well, I mean, if you've played Lord of the Rings or Terra or Rift or any MMO like that, Cabal, Decaron, I mean, all those games have the very same similar questing kind of process. Go get this, bring it back, yada, level up, kill some
But
creatures.
some of them I like more than the other ones, even if they have that same shit. The difference to me is the presentation, the style, the storyline. You know, there's more to me than just the questing. Yeah, the questing can be the same in a lot of games, but like Guild Wars, the story of Guild Wars is actually fucking cool. It has like a cool backstory, and it makes sense. It's like a whole mythological world that it's interesting to think about, but some other games just don't have that.
But Guild Wars 2's questing is different. Guild Wars 2 experience, like what you get for experience points and leveling up your characters, it's not like most MMOs. You don't kill mobs to level up. You can, but it takes a lot longer. It's more about exploration and, maybe doing your story, doing events. That's where most of your XP comes from, is doing events. Like, you don't have to.
See, I could say the same thing about Phantasy Star. You don't just go in and kill shit to level up in Phantasy Star. In Phantasy Star, you get contracts from the storyline or from NPCs, and those contracts you have to complete, which will be like, clear this dungeon or beat this level in a certain amount of time. And if you complete those contracts, you get like 10,000 XP. Whereas if you were just playing the level and doing nothing, you only get like 100 XP. So it's kind of the same thing,
See, I like those kind of games. I don't like the standard quest shit. Like, I mean, it's fun for like a couple hours, and then I get bored of it like really quick because it's just. And I don't like a lot of like macro skills.
Yeah.
I'm not into the whole macro skills. Like, give me like 10 skills at most, and I'll be happy. I don't know. Like, I don't like when I have like 50 skills. I can't remember them all.
That's another thing that's cool about Phantasy Star is all your weapons. You don't use like a traditional MMO skill-based system. You can equip 3 weapons, and each weapon can have a main attack and 2 secondary attacks. The secondary attacks are based on skills that you have unlocked. So, for instance, let's say one of your weapons is an assault rifle. The primary attack will be shooting it. The secondary attack will be firing a grenade launcher. The third attack will be like a sniper shot. So you only have one weapon with 3 simple attacks, but you can use those and switch weapons, and it's so much simpler than having to hit 4 and use your buff, and then 7 and cast your special arrow shot that can only be used when you use your buff, and then use this item to do that. Like games like that fucking drive me crazy, where you have to do 8 different commands to do like a successful attack. I hate that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, okay. So you're gonna have to send me a link. I want to play this game. How would you say the graphics are in this game? Intense, mid.
They're 2012 level, so I mean they're good. They're not. It's not like spectacular, amazing, but I'd say it's maybe as good as Guild Wars 2 graphics. About the same, maybe.
How would you say your ping is in this game? Do you have a lot of lag?
There is some lag, but it's mainly only experienced when I team up with Japanese players. There's a lot of American players, so instead of servers, there's ships, and I play on ship 2, and that's like the American server. So that's where all the Americans play. So as long as I'm playing with people next to me, it's normally not a problem.
Is there guilds and clans and shit?
Yeah, they're called teams. I got invited to a team last night, and then this person in the team was talking about how they were going to kill themselves, and it was extremely entertaining, and I think they were trolling everybody. And I told my wife, and she was like, "That's really fucking creepy," but I thought it was entertaining as shit. Like, I'm playing a game, right? You're playing a game online, and somebody's like, "I hate my life. I'm going to kill myself," and it's like, why are you talking about this in a game online? I mean, there's so many better places. If that person was serious, I feel really bad, and I'm sorry for them, but I think they were trolling. I think they were trolling people on a fucking...
Probably. You should post that link to wherever you got that game so I can play this game.
I will. It's kind of a pain in the ass because you have to torrent 20 gigs and download the game. Then you have to download a tweaker program and patch it into English. And even then, after you do that, there's a bunch of shit that still isn't in English. So most of the game's in Japanese, but you can still patch it enough to where you can actually play it and know what you're doing.
Huh. How's it going, Joel? How's the road life?
It's fucking shit. Today I learned that my network is shit compared to stuff.
How so?
Because all these disconnects.
Yeah. Well,
what game were you talking about there, Jared?
Fantasy Star again.
Okay. I played a German game. It was like a German zombie apocalypse game that's like only available in Germany, and I downloaded it, and I had to apply a bunch of like English translator mods and shit to it.
That sounds interesting.
Do you know what the game was called?
I do not. It's probably actually on my old e-machine.
Oh, the old e-machine.
Yeah, it was a while. It was college.
I don't remember that. Oh, is this?
I'm still here.
What are these?
But I don't know if we talked about Smite at all. I don't know if you guys even heard my Smite comment.
No.
I'm boycotting that game since they got rid of Al Kong. Fuck that game. I'm just kidding. No, that game's cool.
Anyways, they're adding a new god to Smite, which looks fucking awesome, and I'm probably gonna play him.
What's that god?
Sylvanus. He is like a nature god from Roman mythology. Sylvanus.
Sylvanus.
And like he's like guardian, but he's like straight support guardian, and he is going to have Arachne's old pole.
Jesus.
It's awesome.
That's bullshit. I hate Arachne so much.
They
kind
of nerfed her a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah, they changed her up. She's definitely like a basic attack assassin now. But yeah, no, he's gonna have that. He's also gonna have these up to three like sprout things where he shoots them on the ground. If they hit an enemy, they ensnare them and they get stuck there for a second. But if they hit the ground and that tree gives magic regeneration to everybody in the vicinity.
Vicinity.
You regenerate mana quicker. Vicinity.
Vicinity.
Within the parameters.
Perimeter.
My neighbor's home.
Hi, neighbor.
He drives a motorcycle. That's how I can tell.
The
ground shakes.
Was there anything about Smite? What else about Smite?
It's awesome.
God damn it.
No. Smite's fucking sweet. They're adding a new god. They're doing a bunch of changes to existing gods at 30th, so 2 days.
Oh, they're doing patches to the other gods?
Yeah, they're doing patches to some other gods regarding some issues they were having and shit. Free gems still for, I think 2 more days?
Wasn't today there was a 75?
Is there?
Yeah.
For first win?
Yeah, I thought so, and then 15 for everything else.
Oh shit.
I thought
I
so.
can play some Smite when I get home.
I thought so. I could be wrong. Let me check their Facebook.
It's a lot of gems.
But anyways, let's see. Yeah, September 28th, earn up to 150 gems. 75 for first win, 15 for everything else.
Shit, yeah.
That's a lot of gems.
That's a lot of fucking gems. It's an assload of gems. Maybe even a shit ton.
Maybe a shit ton. What about a fuck ton?
That's not a fuck ton. That's for sure.
Is it a metric fuck ton?
No, it's not. It's not
imperial fuck ton.
Catatory.
Anyways,
Baldur's Gate, awesome.
Baldur's Gate, yes. We've recently gotten to it a little bit farther.
Warrior, he is now a stupid 90 roll motherfucker with a quarterstaff, so he just slams people in the face. It's great.
Even the babies?
A warrior with a quarterstaff, and he just pokes people in the face and they explode. It's glorious.
It's glorious. Mmm.
Gotta play that shit.
Huh?
I said we gotta play that shit.
Well, we gotta play Smite.
And Baldur's Gate?
And Gauntlet, because I just bought it.
I don't have Gauntlet.
I just bought it.
And Phantasy Star.
And I'm torrenting that right now.
Yeah! It was a pain in the ass for me to get working, so if you have trouble...
What?
What?
You. I'm torrenting that right now.
What's wrong with that?
That's right. You tell him. Stick it to the man.
It's not a game you have to buy. It's a legitimate torrent.
I know.
This guy right here. I'm pointing to your camera on... Yeah.
It's just my face.
Yeah. Anyways.
Technically, it would be like... Or however... I don't know.
It would... I don't know.
Not I mean?
Not I mean?
You're pointing like...
I don't... I'm just
Jared.
gonna... Jarrett.
What? What?
What?
God!
Welcome to Murder Birds Gaming episode 12, where we don't give a fuck.
Yeah!
Let's say I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
About
What the fuck? What's happening?
I don't know. Does anybody else have anything to say?
I got lots to
Fuck,
say,
Cody.
but I will save it for another day.
What were you gonna say, Joel?
Hello? Hello? Anyone there? What did I say?
I don't know.
What did I say something?
You tell me, man.
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys, fucking awesome show. Check that shit out. It's a boot,
Okay.
good stuff.
Is there anything else?
I don't know. You got anything to say?
No, I don't.
Well, I missed like half of that shit.
It's okay. I still cherish your friendship.
I still love all you murder beards following motherfuckers.
I don't have my Murder Beard shirt on, but
I don't either. I got Soda Pop Festival shirt. Check that shit out too.
You can't even see mine because it's backwards, god damn it.
no, it isn't. Not for me.
It looks
Huh?
forward to me.
Why do I look backwards on my end?
Turn off that fucking Google effects shit on the side, man.
What?
That Google's effects shit. Turn that shit down.
It's off. It is off. I don't have it on.
Anyways, does anybody else have anything to say?
No. No.
We love review and watch these and criticize. Welcome. Criticization is welcome. Criticizing.
Alright.
Criticization. Cody's awesome. Don't forget to check him out. It's pretty cool. Jared's awesome too. I'm fucking awesome, that's for sure. Check me out.
We're all awesome.
We're all fucking awesome. Check me out.
That didn't sound like anything at all.
Get the hookup. Do it.
Alright.
Air.net. Check it.
Alright. Well, I think that's it for the night. You guys have a good night. If you guys want to check us out, you can check us out at murderbeardsgaming.net. Also, you can see our YouTube video .net. Also, you can check out our Google Plus page and our YouTube page. We also have a Steam group. If you guys want to check out the next podcast next Sunday at 8 p.m. You guys have a good night.
Yeah.